Hello folks, in this video we're going to learn about forms in HTML. So forms in HTML is equally important as it provides a means to collect and submit users input. So let's see form in VS Code. So let's open VS Code and under that I'll open tutorials folder. So as you can see I've created a folder tutorial-9 and under that we have index.html which has nothing. So let's start with the starter template. Here I'll write form. Let's start. So I'll create an empty div first and then here I'll write form. Right now, here I'll write an h2 tag saying contact form. So, guys, we're going to build a small contact form to learn how to implement form in your website. So, I'll start with input of type text first. Text. We have a placeholder saying enter your name. Now, let's give it a name of name. Now, let's create an input of type email. Placeholder will be enter your email. Name will be email. Now we have input of type submit. Value will be submit. Let's make it uppercase. Now we have an input of type reset and value will be reset my form. Right. Now guys, as you remembered, in the last video, I told that I'll be discussing submit and reset in the form video. So here is it. Now let's say something in the browser. I'll save it. I'll maximize this. I'll close the port and then I'll open again. Go live. As you can see, we have an h2 tag and we have an input of type text, email, submit, and reset my form. Now, form has two methods. So by default, it has get method. And if we want to make it a post, we can make it method equals to post. So let's see, what do we see here? For example, here I will write my name first, Vicky at the rate of gmail.com, and I'll try to submit. So as you can see that it has like added in the query params. This is called query params. Name equals to Wiki and email equals to Wiki at the rate. It's like this has converted into ampersand actually. So at the rate is not allowed in the query params. So I just want to make you understand that this is making a GET request to the browser, the form, right? Now, one thing to notice here is, let's go back again. I'll refresh it. Now, if I'm submitting it without any value inside the input field, it's still making a request. This should not be the case. So what do we do to avoid this? We need to add a required field here, required and require. Now let's try again. So now when I try, it's saying me to please fill in this field. I'll say Wiki, and here I'll say Wiki at gmail.com, right? So this is of type, this is validating actually. So since we have given it a type of email, this is validating that if it's a correct email format. Let's try to submit it now. It's taking it. Let's see now, method equals to post. Let's go back, refresh it. Now I'll say Wiki again. I'll say Wiki at the rate of gmail.com. I'll click on submit and this page is not working. This is because this is making a request, guys. So what do we do if we want to if we want to make a post request through a form? We need to add action here. Action equals to the endpoint actually. So here I can write my contact form. I'll go back again. Actually, we need to refresh this. I'll try to submit it again, and it will not submit actually since we don't have any server running for that specific endpoint. I'll click on submit. And now we don't have the query params as it is a post call, right? This is making a request to my contact form, which we don't have since we don't have server and we're learning only HTML, right? What else do we have? Let's refresh the page again. This is pretty much it about this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.